you want to know what the verge of dripping is, I want to know too. So today we're going to find out live in prime time. We got the legendary Yvan Lacroix in the house. We got EC on the ones and twos. We're all here having a good Thursday morning for Ask Me Anything session with DIY Detail, because we're celebrating a little bit, Yvan.
Yeah, well, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Hope everyone's having a spectacular day.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah. So Eddie, pull up the website and show Yvan what you got cooking on our side of the street for DIY.
All
Detail.
right,
Let's go through it.
He didn't tell me I was doing this, Yvan, so you got to give me a little praise.
Yeah. Let's give him a second. Let's see if Yvan approves of the kits we put together for DIY Detail.
1 second.
EC
please.
dropped a 5-year ceramic coating video yesterday on his YouTube channel. I was gonna upload one for myself as well, because I also checked it out over the last couple of days. But I went to clear memory on my phone, because I edit on my phone, and I deleted my editing app, and then I went to re-download it, and it was gone. No more. Adobe said no more Premiere Rush, so I have to learn Adobe Premiere now, which is pretty good actually. So I've got it edited. I just got to do the voiceover, so no problems. But it took me an extra day to get it out. All right, Eddie, what you got?
So the kits that we crafted, you and I, were the hybrid, wash kit, because Yvan, you preached the foam, rinse foam. But I was thinking, you could do the foam, rinse less. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And with this kit, we have everything from your wash
Click
media.
on it. What we got in there? Click on it. Let's get into
it. For this kit, we have the sponge. It's sold out, so I need to switch this out to the wash mitt.
Yep.
Not sure why it's showing that. Rinseless 2, and then the drying towel from DIY. And then the next kit here, we have a wheel kit, kind of like when you were at my shop and you were showing us how to do it. I had tiki brush, your all clean, your tire brush to put the tire dressing on. You like to mix Incredible Suds with the little thing, and then someone put this in
all
here.
Clean. I might have snuck it in there. So iron remover was sold out, so I went ahead and fixed that one for you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I put Incredible Suds in an IK sprayer, so you can do the all clean IK mix.
Cool.
And this one is simple, but it does work. So you have your new all-purpose cleaner pack and interior cleaner protect. And
I love the all-purpose interior towels. So good.
Now, for the interior, I would suggest adding 2 things to that.
Okay, what you want to add?
If you can.
Right, here we go. Yeah, we can.
Crystal clear glass cleaner and Nick's favorite glass towel, aka Mr. Twister.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, that's a good thought. That's thank you.
Boom. Now, interior clean and protect can be used to clean windows because it's not a greasy dressing type product, but crystal clear is a better alternative.
I want to say something publicly, Yvan, because I owe you a slight apology.
What's that? I feel like this happens every podcast.
Your panel prep is actually pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a panel prep whore. I own a lot of panel preps. There's one in particular that I love. It's kind of like finding your favorite scent. And it reminds me when Estee Lauder left their passions for men. You know how it's gone. Your panel prep reminded me of Clarity. I used it. I was like, oh, this is pretty decent. I used it more. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Now, you and I have difference in beliefs, but that's what makes us human. But I do like this kit here. So you get yourself the gold standard, which on black paint that is soft, hard to use, that you can't get to correct right. Gold standard actually came in clutch for me in the live. I showed it on the door live. It came in clutch, cleaned it up. Actually, it does God's work. Does one step, and then you get your waffle pad. You get your final level towel because yours is sold out. And then 5-year ceramic type 2, which is a breeze to use, super easy, super slick. And then the panel prep that you'll want to use before. I was battling Yvan with either the app, which I did a test on the black car, half app, half panel prep. Slickness was and is the same. So I just want to say the panel prep really real good.
Yeah, excellent. Yep. Real good. Yeah. So coating T2, coating what do we call this? 5? I don't know. DIY 5-year.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I like the new packaging, but apparently T2 doesn't just mean new packaging, Yvan. What's it mean?
Well, first and most importantly, no PFASs. So we've gotten rid of all the nasty stuff.
That's good. That's good.
Still, we don't suggest you drink it. We don't suggest you slather your eyes with it or,
100%.
Bathe your baby in it. But that being said, there's no forever chemicals. The other thing is the instant bond technology, meaning that as soon as it touches the paint, it's bonded, it's there. You could literally apply with one hand and level with the second hand, one right behind each other. Do you need to do that? No. Do we suggest you do that? No. But if for some reason you have to do something like that, it can be done. The other aspect of that is actually we have a longer working time. So we've extended the working time before, meaning that you can apply it and wipe it off or level it immediately, but you can also wait like 5 minutes before you level it, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Of course, humidity dependent. So the higher the humidity, the faster it's going to cross-link.
Yeah, in my video, I had about a 2-minute flash time.
Yeah, and this time of the year it's not too swampish in the swamp. So
no, it's last couple of days been pretty bad. I've been sweating it out. Today, not so much. Today's pretty good.
Well, I did test it as well. I've been like applying and wiping off right away.
Yeah.
And there was no performance difference.
No. Yeah, it's designed basically, like I said, as soon as it touches the paint, it's there. Then the only thing you're worried about is the carrier solvents. Finally, the cleaning ability. Ooh, Waterloo.
Waterloo. I haven't approved.
There you go. I find them better than bubbly. So anyways, my own personal opinion, and actually better than my namesake LaCroix. Just a little sidebar here. That stuff, it's like they put a name on the bottle because someone had, we'll use orange as an example. Someone in the factory had an orange in their lunchbox that day. That's why they call it orange. Like you open it, you get the smell, you think this is going to taste like oranges.
No taste.
Then you put it in your mouth and it's like, I feel the bubbles. There's water in my mouth. Where's the orange?
But anyway, I think it's brilliant marketing because it two things that capture a person, right? It's the first waft thing.
Yeah.
So you translate waft to taste. So usually a lot of people are like, oh, it tastes like orange, but it's only your nose taking the intake.
Yeah, because after that, there's nothing. So the last thing about the coatings that we've improved upon is the washability. And a lot of people, when they ceramic coat their car, the next day they want to wash it. Can't do it the next day, but excuse me, 3 days later, you definitely can wash it. So instead of waiting the 1 week, now we're down to 3 days, and we're actually working to improve that to an even shorter time period for those that feel the need to wash their car immediately after coating it. Maybe not immediately, but the next day.
How do you feel about the trend of ceramic coatings, Ivan? Since when you started a long time ago to where we are now, how do you feel like the trend has taken? Is it better? I know application's better, but do you feel like there's a lot of wishful thinking? Do you feel like people just want unicorn feel? Like how is your how have you seen it? How do you feel like we're at?
Coatings have improved, or some coatings have improved dramatically. There are still some brands out there that equate difficult to apply with being a longer lasting coating, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Basically, what the industry has done is made it so that anyone can apply a coating, and coatings are much easier to apply than a wax. So if you can apply a wax, you can definitely apply a coating. It's actually easier to apply the coating. And the durability is there, the chemical resistance is there, the gloss. There's no reason why you shouldn't have a ceramic coating on your vehicle, is what I'm trying to say. It's no longer the pro only installer, and nothing against pro installation coatings. We sell one, C6, but at the same time, as an enthusiast, you definitely can do it yourself. Now, if 100%. You don't have the time, you don't have the need, you don't have the desire to install your own ceramic coating, there's a lot of great ceramic coating installers out there. Pick one you like that has good Google reviews and go for it. There's still the place for the professional coatings, but at the same time, the quote unquote do-it-yourselfer or consumer, I'll put it consumer available pro coatings are there. They work just as well as a pro coating 99% of the time.
100%. Yep. Well, there you go. We got a nice kit for you if you want to give the 5-year T2 a try and have all the necessary stuff with it. There you go. Go check out the website, thehouserex.com. And before we get into answering your cues, I'm going to run a little trailer because Ivan has a very special garage audit this Saturday, and you should check it out. Here's trailer.
Welcome to the Garage Audit. My name is Ivan, and this is Story Media. Today, we're visiting a good friend of mine. His name is Josh V.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Great, yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. Good to see you.
So, I know you have a shop.
Yep.
But it's this we came to see.
Yes, and we can walk the shop as well if you want. But yeah, because my situation is a little bit different than everyone else's. Like, I'm still operating my detail business, but I'm lucky to have my client base that I've had for a long time. Toyota Tundra.
Okay.
It's got 335,000 miles on it.
Oh, so it's barely broken.
Barely broken in. The side of the truck's dirty today because I was out at my customers.
Yeah. Vanderwall.
This is my buddy's promotion for his
got
business.
The trunk on it.
Yeah, I know, right? He just upgraded to the little back window now.
Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming by.
All of Josh's information will be down below. Let's go back out to the car for the final report card.
Tune in Saturday, 4 p.m. CT time to get the final report card on Josh V's Garage Audit. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Can
The Garage Audit series has been fun.
Can I ask you a question, Ivan? What was the worst garage audit you've ever done?
That's a good one.
Thus far? Like, what was it?
There was one where the gentleman just moved into a shared shop. I forget his name, unfortunately. I believe it was in Missouri. Or somewhere Midwestish, but he had just moved into the shop. It was a mess, to say the least. And but we went through the shop. The whole goal of the Garage Audit is to show that you don't need the fancy, you don't need the Pan the Organizer or EC Details style garage or JTC style garage.
Mm-hmm.
What you don't need that. What you need is passion for detailing. And one of my favorites was actually with a gentleman, retired police officer. The garage is 60 years old. His father built it. It's stick built. There's no insulation. There's no heat. There's barely any light in there. But he's so passionate about it. He has so much fun detailing that it shows through. And that to me is the essence of what the Garage Audit is. And of course, there's tips and tricks along the way, and people get to see other people's garages. We're all inquisitive as to, what's the other guy got? So, and everyone comes up with interesting solutions to do things. Like yourself, Jamie, you've got that industrial racking that you keep all your stuff on that hopefully you don't have anymore. And it was taking up a lot of space.
He has it. I see every video. He has it.
But everyone has different solutions to their immediate problems. And that's what I'm trying to feature in the garage audits, not only the passion for detailing, but the solutions that people come up with. Josh, his truck that his pickup truck is very well laid out. He's got a couple of really interesting solutions that I hadn't seen before, and it just works very well. And the other thing is there's no wrong way to detail, and there's definitely no right way to detail. So that way, everyone's situation is different. Everyone has different ways of doing things, and it can spark something for you that you're watching and going, "Oh, never thought of doing it that way."
Yep. Yeah, Garage Audit has been a fantastic series. Ivan just sneezed his face off. He has no more face. It's going. All right, let's get into some cues, everybody. We got to start with you star, I'll click.
Roger.
First question, Ivan. This is the most important question of the year.
Yep.
Ulysses coming in. Ivan, what's the green liquid?
It is a new product that DIY Detail is coming out with very, very shortly. We're a little over a week away now.
You heard it here first.
It's going to be a Halloween drop, it sounds like.
No, actually before Halloween.
Snap.
Like
trick or treat.
If everything goes to plan today, in the warehouse, etc., we should be going live with it next Friday. So not Friday tomorrow, but in 8 days from now.
Nice. 8 days. Get the countdown going, George or Jorge. So, Ivan, no more gloves with the new ceramic coatings. LOL, just kidding.
Yeah, definitely you want to wear gloves with any detailing. Just wear gloves.
Yep. Ghost coming in. Although it's Insta Bond, what is the preferred wait time before wiping?
Till 50% of it is cross-linked. So just like before, lay it on as thin as possible. And Eddie, yesterday you were putting on a little thick. But anyways,
what? Ivan, what are you talking? Why you have more than half the? See, Ivan, that's why you ain't doing an audit at my house.
See, this is y'all. Let me know if this is a good series. I've already pitched it. I think we're gonna. I told Ivan to watch Eddie's video, record himself. Do his reaction, re-edit the video, post it on Thor. Do you want to see Ivan react to people like me, Eddie, Pan, like trying DIY products. I think that'd be a good series. So let us know your
it would be
thoughts.
fun. Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty good. All right. Next
But
question.
anyways, when you're putting it on, spread it out as much as you can, and then from there, watch the reaction. Assuming you're not doing a white car that you can't see, but watch the reaction. When 50% of it goes to rainbow and then back to clear, that is when you start leveling.
Yeah, my car is a slate gray, so it's a little difficult to catch on camera for sure, but I could still see the rainbow happening and evaporating. Paul coming in. Now that is an advertising slogan. So slick, you can bathe your baby in it.
Yeah, no, please. No detailing products for bathing your babies.
No baby safe detail products. Mike, will there be new C6 coatings? Also, is there a big difference between C6 Diamond and DIY 8-year Type 2?
Yes, big difference between the two. C6 Diamond is still the top of the pile there. And yes, there are new C6 coatings coming soon to a distributor near you.
Oh, snap. Rachel, I tried the DIY detail tire dressing and I was pleasantly surprised with how easy it was to apply and how good it smelled.
That dressing converted to Keeve. Keeve never put a dressing on his tire.
And
then Ivan didn't even ask him for permission at MTE. So they washed his car and he goes around. And Keeve is like, he's on a tism a bit like we are, right? He goes around. Ivan just bends down, swipe, Keeve's eyes.
Yeah, he wanted to kill me, but no, he uses tire dressing once in a while. So yes, because he had seen, to him, a tire dressing was this greasy, sloppy stuff that slings everywhere, and it makes your car feel like it's or makes your tires feel like you just grease them. The DIY detail tire dressing doesn't do that, and a lot of people are catching on to the fact that you can use it on interiors as well. So,
boom. I'm starred. Adamo coming in hot all the way from Canada land. Does DIY have a spray coating in the works? Does Ivan feel the need to have something like that?
Yeah. To me, spray coating might not be the right term as far as I'm concerned. They should be called long-term sealants because that's what they are, or a long-term ceramic sealant. To me, a coating is 3 years and up. But yes, we do have a 1-year quote coating coming. A spray and wipe type product.
Boom. Mavi, is the European Thor ever going to get some love? Oh, this is a question for us. Hardly any products. Yeah, they're expanding. We're working on it for sure.
We're working on it.
Yep, it's pretty hard to get stuff from all the way over there to the EU, but definitely growing there. You'll see it expand. Eric Hughes, will something like Classy Glassy, a glass-specific 2-year coating, or Pan's 8-year not glass-specific coating last longer on glass?
A dedicated glass coating will last longer on glass because it's designed to stand the abrasion. A paint coating works, but if you're to do a side-by-side comparison, the glass-specific coating will last longer in time.
100%, especially Classy Glassy. It definitely reduces that friction point of the wipers in the windshield. Big time. Fish. What you got, Ivan?
Well, we'll answer this question, and then after that, I have a question for everybody else here.
Fish, what makes C6 coatings different from the DIY coatings besides just calling it Pro Grade?
Refined detonated nanodiamonds. They are in the C6 coatings. They're not in the DIY coatings because if they were in the DIY coatings, we'd have to double and triple the price. They're a little more expensive, but the refined detonated nanodiamonds, what they do is they basically create a coating that contains them and has enough of them, becomes a lifetime coating. The only way to remove the coating is through abrasion. It basically resists fracturing better than anything else. Great chemical resistance, great gloss, slickness, blah, 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 blah. But it's more the durability that is the reason we have them there.
Boom.
And I have a question for everyone here. We've been talking with Christian for a while, trying to develop a DIY collaboration bio bomb, or not bio bomb, but the bars. And the one product that we targeted first was ceramic gloss, because everyone likes the smell of ceramic gloss. But unfortunately, that one he can't replicate. He's been trying for over a year now, and it's just not working. So, what other DIY detail scent other than ceramic gloss would you like to see as a bio bomb?
Yeah, those scents can be tough.
Yeah, I know he's been trying to do one for pan for a
And
while as well, and
Yeah, the one for
can't
pan.
get it right.
Let's call it what it is on a Thursday morning. I put it in my Cadillac. I sit down and I had to open the door and it was dry heaving.
yeah,
So the risk, look, every time I test stuff for people, I
yep.
do it on my own cars and customers' cars. It's a risk. It's always a risk. That's what makes this a big rating. Makes it like exciting because you don't know if you're gonna have to pay for that or not.
Yep.
A bunch of rinseless fanatics.
The rinseless scent,
Yep.
yeah,
Apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has an apple bar. So
No, he
Apple
doesn't,
steam?
and that's the scent he's trying to develop for pan, and it's not working.
yeah.
Fruit scents are difficult, apparently.
Yeah. The exactly bar. That's funny. All right, back to the questions. Duck pond detailing. Ivan, is there any other tools, products you're looking at adding to the DIY brand?
Oh, heck yeah. A lot of things coming. Tool wise, not much. We'll be adding another brush, hopefully shortly, for tire dressing. So we have our big tire dressing brush. We're coming out with a low profile tire dressing brush. Other than that, tool wise, not much. Then in terms of products, we have what's dropping on Friday that's coming, or next Friday, not this Friday, not tomorrow, just wait a week. Will be a new product for us. And we have a couple new products in the works. The R&D is advancing, like the 1 year spray coating. We'll have a glass sealant, not a glass coating, but a glass sealant, basically competing with Rain-X. A little better than Rain-X, but not a full-on coating. It's something you can apply once a month, once every 2 months. Not expensive, easy to use. So that is coming up. And then there's a product that I've been working on for years, and it's still in the secretive stage because I don't want anyone to copy it until it's out, so we can say we're the first. But basically, a product to make detailing more efficient. We'll put it that way.
Nice. If you're just tuning in, we got special DIY kits on the website.
Yes.
We talked about the 5-year earlier, so if you want it at a special price with everything you need, we got a good kit for you there at thehouserags.com. Next question. Glossy, what you got?
Can people hype alive? Because hype is a new thing on YouTube.
There is all kind of new stuff on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. The last week they've gone crazy. They're not just announcing it; they're dropping it. It's like, oh, by the way, you have this now. Whereas before they'd say, well, in 6 months, some beta testers will have this, and then we might bring it to everyone. Now it's like, bang, it's here. So hype is something that you can help your favorite creator by when you're watching the video. It's, I think, only available the first day or two.
Yeah,
help brother out. Hype my videos, guys.
Yeah, I hyped your video yesterday. So where you put your comments in, if you swipe that little box, and it's only available on the phone right now, but you swipe that little box, you'll be able to see the hype. It's like a star with a trail behind it, and then you get points. You're allowed to hype just so many videos per day, so select the ones you want. But at the same time, like to know, is it possible to hype a live stream? And if it is, go for it, please.
Nice. Glossy Chris. Ivan, can you speak on this almost type of clear coat coating trend that seems to be starting up, aka avant-garde? There's a bunch of them, though. There's avant-garde. What's the other one?
There's Rock-On Clear.
Icon Clear.
Yeah, they're wipe-on clear coats.
Fine Lab.
That's basically what they are.
Fine Lab has one.
Yeah, there's Poppy's Patina. There's Weisker Garage. There's, you name it. There's a ton of them out there.
What you think about the clear coat type wipe-on products?
The wipe-on clear coats have a place in our industry, and it's not the place that they're advertising for. To me, I use them in my shops. We had, wipe-on clear coats back 30 years ago. They've been around a long time. On a used car that can't be polished anymore, there's not enough material there, or the scratches are too deep. The bumper that's just full of little micro stone chips that you get it wet, it looks good, you dry it looks like it's been sandblasted. that's a good use for that type of product. Other than that, a filling product like that is temporary in the sense that, it's not going to flake off if you do your prep right. But a lot of these people are not proning proper prep.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
need to
teaching
braid.
proper prep.
They need to braid the panel. You have to braid
Yeah.
it.
You need, an example. I've worked a lot with Restore FX, and Restore FX, their franchisees or licensees, whatever you want to call them, they sand the panel with 3000 grit sandpaper.
Wow.
They're getting a good mechanical bond. The ones that say just do a strip wash and apply this, they're going to have problems going down the road.
Makes sense. Avant-Garde seems to have a good system in place, though, so they seem like a trustworthy one so far.
Yeah, they're cutting compound. Yeah, whatever. Next question.
Adam O's Garage. What happened to the blue and red DIY flag tipped brush?
Blue and red?
What's the blue?
We had a blue one and we had a red one, not blue and red, but we had a blue and red. The sales were abysmal, to say the least. So we're not renewing those. And we didn't really. They're not brushes we used. So why carry a product that we're not using ourselves?
Here's a good question of the day, Ivan. When's the surprise garage audit at Eddie's?
Never.
Eddie, you don't have to be there for us to do a garage audit.
I know.
That's right.
That will let you in.
Your daughters.
I know.
I'm sure your daughters would be happy to let me in. So, anyways,
hear me out. I need you to give me at least for real. Because remember, this is a studio now, right?
Yeah.
And I have products all over. I need at least a week before you come and destroy me.
I had a week. I had a week prep, so that's fair.
Right.
I had a week.
I need a week.
And
I
did mine. If you'd ever watched the garage audit, I've never destroyed anyone.
No, Ivan, you are.
It's not the point.
You're kind on the video, but in real life, you are the hatchet man. I remember the first time you came to my house. You looked at here's the first thing he did. He walked in, made a right, opened all the cabinets. He's like, wow. He goes, what are you doing? And I said to myself, at that moment, I knew I messed up.
That's funny.
But yes, it will be a good garage audit. Probably we have enough garage audits to last us till the end of the year that we've already recorded.
Thank God.
And Sylvie's edited. I think she's got them edited up till the end of December. So
she sent me a ton.
Yeah. So, she didn't want to have to edit anything before, during, or after SEMA for a couple days.
Good idea.
So everything is done there. So garage audits, don't worry, they're not going to stop during SEMA. They're going to continue on. And one thing I noticed with the garage audits is the watch time or the watch on them. Initially, there's not a lot, but they just keep growing over time. People go back and watch them, which is nice to see. So, but continue watching them. If you haven't seen a garage audit, there's Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the House of Rags channel. Actually, it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Duck Pond says, have Wanda definitely participate in that garage audit.
Wanda will roast me. Look, guys. This is the kind of garage race. And
it's my fault. It from both sides.
He is a byproduct of my nonsense, right? We're outside detailing a car last night, or the day before yesterday. She takes sword. She uses it all. After she uses the whole bottle of version 2, she goes back to her normal. She goes, oh, okay. I see why I like this better. I go. Like, by the way, and then she tells me she waits, right? Because I won't get mad because it's always good feedback. And she waits till we get inside. She says, Dad, I was just kidding. I like sword too. I go, why do you do that to me, bro? I'm sitting the whole time thinking, like, dang, we just created a dumpster.
Now, does she have a car yet, or does she have her license yet?
Oh, she's got her she's got her permit, so she's driving.
Okay.
So she's saving right now. She's working hard, so she works every day after school. Like, she wanted me to keep taking cars, so she could save for a car.
Nice.
Cool.
Herrick's coming in hot. Ivan, which the 3-year, 5-year, and 8-year coating on lock and plans for a 1-year spray coating? This one's a little confusing. Any plans for a 1-year spray coating? I think is the question.
Yeah, so we have we have plans for the 1-year spray coating that's coming eventually, between soon and eventually. As far as the coatings themselves, my preference is the 8-year just because of durability. But as an example, Nick's favorite is the 5-year because of the gloss. So it's whichever you like. And of course, there's always the stack. The stack is a fun thing. If you've never applied the stack, you owe it to yourself as a detailer to do it at least once. The slickness, just the application itself is such a fun process.
Boom.
And the new Type 2 coatings, the time window for the stack, instead of being 2 to 8 hours, is now 1 to 8 hours.
Yep, makes sense. Brythan, oil slick on water effect versus sweating. Beading versus rainbow. Can we get some insight on how that affects coatings? What y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
Once it's installed, no effect whatsoever. But what it does affect is a beading coating requires you to put more coating on the surface. So you're going to go through more coating with a beading coating. Okay. The second thing is it's just a difference in carrier solvents. So it's not, one is not better than the other. I prefer, let me put it, how can I say this? I'm translating from French to English. So I prefer the application of a sweating coating.
Yep.
But I'm too cheap to use a sweating coating because it uses too much product.
Too much. So, efficiency-wise, you went with rainbow style solvent. That makes
and the sweating coatings, you might need to use 2 towels instead of 1 towel. So there's disadvantages to it for me personally. Are they bad? No, not at all.
I have noticed that on wiping off, the sweating coatings, your first towel gets pretty saturated for sure. Yeah, so definitely can agree there. Eddie, you got any insight on that? What you think?
I like how he said, because this is we actually tested it. Yep. I have a coating here that I was Jamie and I are developing or something different for us.
Yeah.
And I go to the manufacturer, I go, yo, it's not sweating. He goes, well, how'd you apply it? Because I always, even from you, this is something that I just put it on thin because I don't think you need to put it on thick.
Yeah.
They come back and they do say, in order to get it to sweat, you have to apply a thicker layer and you have to use the whole bottle for a car. To me, no one's going to use the whole bottle for a car. So then the question now becomes, is it still putting the same type of volume onto the panel or is it not? So that's a question for you. So you know how they say you have to use a whole bottle to get it to sweat? If I don't want it, say I didn't use the whole bottle, but I applied it, am I still getting enough on the panel?
Yeah, you are.
That? Okay.
The other thing is you can make a rainbow coating sweat if you use enough of it.
Interesting
thought. Okay.
So basically it's just coming down to, and if you're using our applicator, the red foam applicator, it's actually difficult to put on that much coating to get it to sweat. Whereas if you're using a microfiber applicator, that's easy to put on a lot of coating. So
nice. Kevin, coming in. Ivan, what advantages does the DIY method of decon wash have over or versus a 3 high-low pH wash?
Okay, 2 guys above me are not going to like this, but anyways, no. No, the 3 pH wash. By the way, you shouldn't call it a 3 pH wash. There's a company that doesn't like it when we say that.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But anyways, they trademarked that. But a lot of companies with the 3 pH wash, as far as I'm concerned, they do it wrong because they start with the acid. The acid doesn't break down or doesn't go through greases that well. So you should be starting, if you're using that, start with the caustic chemical first, not the acidic. That being said, the way the DIY system is, you wash your car, everything is good, life carries on. Then from there, after the car is washed, you do the mechanical decontamination with the iron remover. That is removing the iron particles. That is removing all the stuff that you need to get off the surface mechanically. Then we do the acidic or the water spot remover, because then it doesn't have to deal with anything else other than the minerals left on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to do a 3 pH wash on a car, but just put the products on, rinse, and let it air dry, it's not as clean as a contact wash. The contact wash is still doing the bulk of the work when it comes to that. So that's my take on the 3.
With you on that. So you're talking about touch system. Let's take it a bit further.
Yeah.
So we're talking iPhone on all clean mixed with incredible suds to get the alkalinity up. I spray that off. I come in with my acid,
which is
on
a high
top
pH.
do my contact wash with a pH neutral. At that point in time, it has enough on the surface to do its job, right?
Yeah.
What you're referring to is when they're using the kind of shock method where they go acid, high pH to shock it and spray it off. Okay, I agree. Those work.
The other thing is the high alkaline wash. You've seen us use that on our channel in the 700 some videos we've done so far twice.
Because so what you're saying is there is a chance.
It's not necessary.
Oh no.
Because it's the contact wash that's actually doing the work. So with a good quality soap or rinseless, you're getting the surface just as clean, but you're not having that visual effect of, detailers, we tend to overthink stuff. It's sort of a thing in detailing. And manufacturers are all guilty of this in the sense that, they're asking for this, we'll give it to them, instead of explaining to people, yes, you think you need this, but in reality, do you really need this? And then explaining why they don't need it. A mud covered vehicle, a car that hasn't been washed in 2 years, go for it. Yes, use the alkaline wash. But if you're washing your car on a regular basis, and by regular basis, once a month, you never need to go that far. And that alkaline wash is doing stuff to your car that you don't necessarily see. It's getting into areas, especially if you're foaming it on, it's getting into areas that you shouldn't have alkaline products in. It may not be rinsing away perfectly. That way it's continuing to activate. It's continuing to break down seals. It's continuing to break down rust proofers, things like that.
All I heard was keep using them.
Keep on trucking until something happens. All right, West Cat.
But if you want to use them, by all means, have fun. It's not going to instantly damage your vehicle, but over time, it is going to degrade.
Today, you're no longer on. You're no longer on this shirt, Ivan. This was you right here. You were here. Captain America, no more, dude. Captain Canada.
West Cat wants to know: does the spray and white happen to be green?
You'll find out eventually.
They're trying to get you.
They're trying.
I mean, they've been trying to get you for months, bro. You should just give a dog a bone. You should
8 days. Mark it on the calendar. Green liquid, long-term sealant, maybe.
maybe not.
Here you go, Jamie. Can I replace the 6-inch backing plate on a Detelco 15mm polisher, or should you just stick with the 5-inch? I'd like to know Mr. Lacroix's opinion on putting a 6-inch on a 15mm. What you think?
6-inch works great.
I agree.
For me, I'm not a fan of 5-inch polishers, anyways. So the 6-inch just gives you like 36% more surface area, meaning you're going to get the job done 36% faster. And it's more stable, it's easier to use, and you can get into areas with a 6-inch pad that you can't get into with a 5-inch pad. And a lot of people freak out when their DA stalls. The stalling of a DA cuts the performance down by about 5 to 10%. That's it. The rotation really doesn't do anything with a DA.
Yeah, you hear that, Eddie? You hear
that? You didn't know. I'm telling you right now. I already knew that, dog. Like, I don't know why you throwing my name out there like I'm gonna have to start taxing him. I don't know why he keeps throwing my name out there in the ether.
Edgy cologne. All right, so change it if you want bigger surface area, that kind of deal. I like a good 5-inch. I like to get in, I kind of finesse it a little bit. Sometimes 6-inch is a little hard to finesse in weird places, but I probably shouldn't be sticking polisher in weird places, huh?
Well, and after 40 years of using a polisher, you'll be able to deal with something a little bigger.
There you go.
When I started, it was 9-inch pads that we used.
Oh my lord!
My lord, that's
how fast were you cutting
my stomach on a vacuum plate? And like jigga like that. That's huge, dude. That's wild. What a day.
George Jorge Ivan, for Husky or WeatherTech mats, what's the sequence to clean them and protect them? Would you use interior ceramic or dress after, or no?
Well, start by cleaning with a rinseless wash or interior clean and protect. If they're really bad, then break out the all clean at 30. Excuse me, at 30 to 1. Then from there, Once they're dry, apply interior ceramic, especially when they're new. It's going to make them easier to clean in the future. If they're pre-existing, they're a little beat up, then tire dressing, dilute it 1-to-1 if you want to, or if you're like me and you can spread stuff out a little further, there's no need to dilute it. If you're like Nick, you'll dilute it 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 and get it on the surface.
Nick,
And
you're not safe. No matter where you're at, Yvan Lacroix, you are not safe. All right,
Not
Nick?
safe.
I had Nick, if you watch his last video on the House of Rags last Saturday or last Sunday, Nick at Night, he did the interior of a Subaru, and he diluted the rinse or the tire dressing 1-to-1 to do his mats because he's been having a problem with his mats. Oh, whenever I use it, they're too slippery. So I had him dilute it 1-to-1. It's like, oh, they turned out perfect. After he did that, I told him the reason I had you dilute it 1-to-1 is just you use too much. So this is a way for you to be able to overspray, use too much, but at the same time, you're just putting the right amount on.
His spray game is heavy. Let me explain to you. I love Nick. Nick,
It goes hard. It goes hard.
Nick came to my house, and Yvan, I legit tell you that he had 16 tools cleaning one door jam.
Yep.
Jamie, me and Isabel were like, she would say, "Mr. Nick, can I finish that for you?" Because she was just taking a waterless wash and cleaning it. Nick was legit, dude. Legit.
Yeah.
Toothbrush.
Brushing it, cleaning it, like he was all in, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, 18 brushes, 6 different chemicals.
I like it.
About 40 different towels. Yeah, sounds about right.
He's locked in.
Nice. He's locked in. Tim, I'm sorry I missed it. The new C6 coatings?
I guess we will have. They're coming soon.
There you go. He's working on it. Mostly talking about the T2 DIY coatings.
Those are super good, by the way. I'm not just saying that.
New boxes, new Instabond technology, more gloss, all the good stuff.
Hey, shout out to you, Yvan. So we were in Los Angeles. We were in Chicago. We were detailing. We detailed 3 cars over there with nothing. We had nothing. We had no applicators. Yeah. So we found some of your round ones. Those things slap.
Yep. Is slap a good thing?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, they're great. They're wonderful. Okay. They had me ecstatic. I was. How does my wife say it? It was majestic. How do you say? I don't know what else word you want me to use. It was just a whole. It was a whole thing.
Just they're good.
Yeah. First time I used them, I didn't know what I was doing, so I kept breaking them and didn't know how to hold them. And now I got a good control over them. I like them a lot once you get used to them.
Cool.
I don't know them better.
Yeah.
Better.
Better. Yes. Adamo's Garage, 1-to-1 tire dressing and interior mats. Yes.
Yes.
Drago be causing a ruckus, son.
Drago's wild, dude. He is on a different level.
If you have a coating failure, how to reapply? Do I have to apply to the whole panel?
Yes. And one thing, we observed this a little while ago on our Jeep. So when we had the Jeep, on video, we recorded us putting the coating on. And afterwards, we did a video with the with Pan, with Rick from Rad Garage, Keeve, and Brian from Fab. We washed the Jeep. There was one door panel that had a square in it that had no beading whatsoever. Went back, looked at the video. The reason that square had no beading, it hadn't been leveled. So just applying the coating isn't all you need to do. You actually need to level it as well. That square had no beading whatsoever, even though it had been leveled. So that was an interesting learning experience for me because I'd never not leveled a coating. So anyways, that being said, coating failures are very rare, or a lot rarer than people think they are. First of all, contamination. Secondly, you may have scarred the surface. So that 3 pH wash system, something that's heavy alkaline, it can actually scar the surface temporarily. When someone does that and says, I got a bird bomb and left a scar on my coating, or my coating's not performing anymore, decontaminate it and then let it sit in the sun for a couple days. Coatings do self-heal. They all do. And a chemical assault will make you think that the coating is gone when it may actually still be there and still performing well. Give it a few days to rest, relax, and then try it again. But if you absolutely have to replace a coating, polish the whole panel, redo the panel.
Yeah, I just polish that mug off.
Yeah.
I always polish it off. I'm like, if I mess it up, I just redo it.
Yeah. Perfectly optimized cart. What's that mean?
Oh, that's a good question. He wants to know, what is a perfectly optimized cart?
One that works for you. There's no such thing as what's good for me may not be good for you. What's great for Eddie might make Jamie break down and cry. So there's nothing that's perfect for everyone. Make it for you, design it for you, and work it out for you.
Kapow. Mark Horn. Shout out to Mark. Ivan, can the metal ceramic coating be applied to engine bay, or is it meant for exterior bumpers trim only?
So anything that is raw metal. So yes, if your valve cover is raw aluminum, by all means, you can apply it to that. The engine bay itself should be painted. If you're talking the inner fenders, things like that, that's painted. So you don't need a metal coating for that. You use a regular coating. But it's for raw metals, no matter where you find them.
Nathan, does the Legacy sponge have a lifespan? I feel like mine doesn't absorb the same way as when it was new.
Maybe 500-600 washes. The other thing is, if you're finding that, you may be using a polymer-based rinseless wash. If you are, go to your sink, get some dish soap, massage it in, and watch what comes out of your sponge.
Chelsea Bailey. Can iron remover be used simultaneously with incredible suds for decontamination?
That is a great question. Have you seen those videos, Ivan, where they put in a foam can like 4 ounces of iron remover?
Yeah, no, that's a waste. Because you're much so with you're over diluting it when you're doing that. So the way we teach to do it, and the way I've done it for decades now, is wash the car, whatever wash you used. If you washed with incredible suds, if you wash with rinseless, leave it on the surface. It's going to provide you additional lubrication. Then we do the 1 spray on the towel, 1 spray on the panel. But by putting 4 or 8 ounces, whatever, into your foam cannon, first of all, you're using 4 to 8 times too much, because 1 ounce is all you need. And the other aspect of that is now you've got, you're mixing in suds, you're mixing in water, you're basically taking away its effectiveness. The other thing is spraying on an iron remover, letting it sit, watching it bleed, and then rinsing it off does almost nothing. If you were to take that panel, dry it off, respray it again, it's going to bleed almost as much as it did before. You need the mechanical agitation of the decontamination towel to remove the iron particles, so the iron remover can work on the rust stain, because it's a rust converter. The term iron remover, we're all stuck with it in the industry, but it's not the right term. It doesn't remove the iron particles.
Hot take.
I guess don't mix it because it's waste. So
don't mix it, Eddie.
No, don't mix it. No.
But it makes for a cool video.
David coming in. Ivan, what steps do you take to prep a windshield or any glass for a sealant or coating?
Excellent question. And we're actually I want to do a video on that. But so we're going back to Omaha next week. So by the way, if you have video requests, go to our Facebook group or the House of Rags Facebook group, whichever one, and put your requests in for what videos you'd like to see Nick and I do, because we're going, starting next Wednesday, we'll be batch filming for 10 days or so. So hopefully we'll get in 60 to 70 videos. Anyways, that being said, wash, decontaminate, polish, and the pad doesn't matter, the tool doesn't matter, the polish doesn't matter for that matter. You're just getting that mechanical abrasion, because you're not going to be removing wiper scratches. You're not going to remove defects from glass. It takes a lot of work. Then from there, panel prep and apply the coating.
Beautiful. Eddie, how do you prep a windshield?
I wash my car after the wash car. I leave the car wet. Lately I've been using, because I don't have any more Glaco. I use my it's Labo Cosmetica glass polish. I could do that by hand or real quick buzz through, and then I spray it off, dry the whole car, panel prep it, apply the coating, go inside and drink coffee.
Boom.
I don't drink coffee.
I wish you did. Life would be better. You'll love it more.
Travis, tips for detailing engine bays and protection that won't attract dust.
That's a good question.
So, first of all, cleaning the engine bay, it's simple, it's easy. Spray, if it's not oily and greasy, if it's just dusty, just foam it with your foam cannon when you're doing the outside of the car. Rinse it off, foam it again, brush, and then quick beads is what I like to use as protection. It gets in everywhere and it prevents dust from, or not prevents, but it slows down the accumulation of additional dirt, makes the next time you wash it a lot easier as well.
I like quick beads.
And tire dressing also, or the DIY tire dressing also does a good job because it doesn't attract dust.
Where's the DIY merch, Yvan?
We're working on it. We have the same problem that the guys from Thor have, is our warehouse will not warehouse or inventory products in bulk, meaning that a t-shirt, as an example, you order a large. Well, you order the large, they want to pick up a package that has an individually packaged t-shirt with a QR, or with a SKU number, with a code on it. And so that's what the warehouse demands, which is fine. To me, that's a logical demand. But then you go to t-shirt manufacturers and they say, no. We ship them in big boxes and you guys can figure it out. So we're at an impasse between the manufacturer of the t-shirt and the warehouse. One of them is going to give eventually, because we asked. Who do you think is going to give first? The warehouse is going to win.
Yeah.
Kevin, is app safe to use on gloss black trim, and will it get the same results as paint? Will it remove light scratches from washing? Boom, boom, boom.
Light scratches, probably not. There's not enough abrasive in app to do correction. And app, you can actually use it. Back to Jorge's question about the, what do you do about a failed coating? After you've done all the steps of decontamination and you're still not getting the result you want, give it a quick pass with app.
Kapow. Clean poutine. What is the green liquid?
The green liquid depends where you're buying it from. You can buy, Prestone makes a green liquid that you put in your radiator. There are drinks that are green, creme de menthe or creme de mint or whatever, was popular back in the 70s. There's a lot of green liquids on the market. So it depends what you're looking at.
Are you a chocolate fan, Yvan?
Yes. Dark chocolates, preferably.
Okay, when you come, I got something for you.
Okay.
Hopefully not one of them Aero bars.
Gosh, Lord bless us.
No, I'm the Canadian here. I can bring Aero bars to you. You guys can't bring Aero bar. By the way, since I am, I'll be driving the bus to SEMA. Are there any Canadian chocolates you guys want me to bring?
Big Daddy's.
Big Daddy?
Yep, Big Daddy's.
Mr. Big, you mean?
Mr. Big, whatever I call them, Big Daddies.
Okay, it's the yellow packaging, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Those are the best ones. Eddie likes Aero bars, so bring him some Aero bars.
Hey, listen, Yvan. Back in the day, I worked for an IT company in Montana. We used to work for the National Flood Program. Then we used to make trips, because you know how close Kalispell is to Canada?
Yeah.
I used to pay people to go across the border and bring me back. Because before Burger King bought Tim Hortons or however it went, Tim Hortons used to be its own thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like 15 years ago. I go, give me Tim Hortons, slapped. Give me Aero bars, slapped, and I'll give them $100 on top of it. Now I got all these Canadian friends, and Pan sends me one pack. Like, and you can't not eat it and not share with everybody. So I'm passing these bars out; they're gone, right?
I'll bring you a box. Don't worry.
North Face says we need to try Canadian Tim Tams. Let's bring some Tim Tams. I don't even know what a Tim Tam is.
I've never heard of a Tim Tam.
Okay, there we go. We'll all try it. Go find some Tim Tams. We'll all try it at the booth. Samuel asked, a neighbor asked me about the hood of his truck. Seemingly looks pretty bad out of nowhere. How can I tell if it's the beginning of clear coat failure? Hood is smooth as glass. Interesting.
Is it milky
Uh,
or?
you post some pictures in one of the groups. We'll be able to help you out there.
The House of Regs Facebook group or DIY detail. Sam. Cars with Keeve. What garage audit do you want to do the most? Is there one you're missing?
Well, I'd like to do Keeves.
That'd be a good
Eddie's will be epic as well. But I have a lot of fun doing all of them. So there's maybe Matt Mormon's.
That would be lit.
Because I've been in his garage a couple times, and it's not as perfect as they make it out to be.
Dang, shots fired.
Hey, that's between you, got it, Matt.
Well, it's perfect for him. It's not perfect for everyone.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Doug. Looking for the merch. Are we getting merch?
We're working on it. Yes.
Tech driven Daniel on Thor's site. Can you write the listings for V1 and V2? I know the Freebirds are V2 since red, white, and blue, but a few items on the iPhone can't tell the difference. They should all have a V2 or V1 beside them. Let me look through real quick. V1. Yeah, they all should have a V1 or V2.
Yeah, it should be V1, V2. The Freebird, I think what tech driven Daniel's saying is the Freebird 400. Since we had to do a variant because we didn't separate those because we're noobs at this, the red one is V2, not the gray one. That should be the only mishap.
Yeah. And then Tao's like, new baby goats don't have a V1, so they're new Tao are just all together, so it doesn't need a V1 or V2.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the V1, speaking of V1s, 3-year coatings, can I still use them in a stack with the new V2 5-year?
Actually, you can. Yes.
Great question.
Pal. Todd Hill, is there a DIY coating stack that is glossier than the 5-year loan? If so, which one?
The 5-3 stack is definitely the king of gloss.
Are there any talks for anything V3 coming next year?
There might be V3s in 2025. Or type 3s in our case. But yeah, but definitely, there are type 3s coming of products. There are type 2s coming of products. We're already on the type 3 of a couple products. So yes.
You know what I feel like this chat is? It's like, you remember when Disney World had the Wild World of Disney, when you walked in, you could play the latest games that weren't even out yet on the Disney console? You're dropping all the nuggets. Like, I feel like this is the first time Power Rangers came on Super Nintendo, and you can only play it at Disney. Like, this is where I'm at. This is the day I'm living. You heard what he said. If you're paying attention, he said 2025 might bring about T3. You heard what he said. I didn't say that.
We already have type 3s of some products.
Oh,
we don't always make a big media thing about changing a formula. So
she just dropped nuggets.
Some folks looking for the Larry garage audit. They think Larry needs a garage audit. That'd be a pretty big one.
Yep.
That'll be pretty wild.
North Face looking to what are ceramic high spots? How do you detect them, and how to address them when found?
So, what are ceramic high spots? It's an excess of coating. What does it look like? It looks like an area you haven't leveled.
Yep.
So it'll look like a little rainbow effect. You'll usually find them in corners, around mirrors, around door handles, anywhere you have an intersection of panels or a change of plane. From there, how do you address them? If you find them within half an hour, just wipe them off. If you find them within an hour or two, put a little more coating on your applicator, apply to that section, and wipe it off. You might need to do that 2 or 3 times. You find it the next day, app or gold standard polish on a microfiber towel, short nap, preferably something like the level 1, and just by hand go over just where the high spot is and check it frequently. So a couple passes, wipe it off. Couple passes, wipe it off. You'll see it shrink. When it's gone, it's gone. You don't need to reapply coating because you haven't removed the coating underneath, because a high spot is an excess of coating and more likely to carrier solvents. Also, we have what I have termed as phantom high spots, which means you're heavy-handed in your application. You put too much on. You level it. It looks perfect. You leveled it. There's no care in the world. the car, perfect. You look at it an hour later and it's got high spots everywhere. That means you applied too much, you formed a crust, and those carrier solvents are still coming out through that crust. And if that's the case, you just have to keep wiping and wiping and wiping and wiping and reapplying coating just very thinly on those high spots until they go away. It normally takes a couple hours. So don't over apply your coatings.
Boom. Speaking of the DIY Detail Red Ceramic Coating Applicator, any improvements coming? Or are you happy with how it is now?
The only improvement I would like to see is the little strap being a little more rigid, but at the same time, the manufacturer that makes that, they've been doing it for decades. They're not about to change. So no, we're probably not going to see a Type 2 of that anytime soon.
I feel like that's one of those keep it simple deals.
Yeah.
Are the C6 coatings getting a Type 2?
Definitely.
Oh, wow. Any plans on having a DIY 2 to 9 millimeter polisher?
No. The reason for that is the ones that are on Amazon are great pricing, and our cost to have one manufactured would be more than what you can buy it for on Amazon. So I don't think people are willing to, spend $250 on a short throw polisher.
Nice. Yeah, you sent me a link to one the other day. I need to get it because my little sander vibrates the mess out of my hand.
Yeah, the Pro T-Mex one. I think are we still in the Prime days? I know it was on sale. Yeah,
I think so.
So today would be a good day to get it.
Nice.
But yeah, so the Pro Team X, and you can choose your color. They have a red one, they have a yellow one, and they have a green one.
Biscuit asking, are Vienna sausages just as delicious in Canada?
I've never had one.
Do they have them in Canada?
Look, you bring the Tim Tams, I'll bring the Vienna sausages, and at SEMA we'll just have a whole taste testing experience.
And I have 2 bricks of bus cheese, just so you know.
There we go.
You need Eddie to detone harsh. I get harsh winters here, bro.
Yeah, he gets cold winters there, and detailing in the winter is easy. Pull it into a garage.
I got a heater now, Ivan. I got a heater.
Yeah.
We re-insulated the doors a bit.
Oh, cool.
So when you come in, no more 15 parkas, 12 sweaters, and a hoodie.
Oh, so it's above 60 degrees. Okay.
I could get it to, I tested it yesterday, I think like 79. It'll stay at 79.
79 pretty warm.
But we ain't doing that,
because that's starting to get comfortable.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's lukewarm for us.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's kind of chilly. Tech driven. Got to learn rinseless wash in the winter using alkaline for that brake dust or acidic unit. Sure. So rinseless washing, how do you deal with the brake dust?
How do you deal with the brake dust? If you're washing your car on a regular basis, you don't need anything more than rinseless wash to clean the wheels. If not, spray a bit of all clean on, let it dwell for a few minutes, rinse it off. And you can use the rinseless wash if you've got a keg or an IK or something like that to rinse it away and then do your contact wash.
Pal, any tips on how to dry a car off come the winter in the Northeast without scratching the paint?
Yes, use a drying aid. A drying aid is even more important when the vehicle is cold because you can go over with a towel and you get condensation. So it looks like you haven't dried the vehicle, whereas the drying aid will help break that condensation.
Ivan, any timeline on when the perfectly safe brush will be back in stock? Yeah, Thor needs some of these PSBs, and we just can't get a hold of them.
It should be in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'm telling you, everything's dropping into October. It's going to be a hot end of the month.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, we have this thing coming up in the industry called SEMA. At SEMA, we'll be dropping minimum of 2 new products, if not 3.
Very nice, very nice.
But the green liquid will be before SEMA.
Calvert, what country consistently makes the best detailing products? What you think?
Planet Earth. There's no one country that has the monopoly on great detailing products.
There you go. Ivan, no one talks about cleaning aftermarket gloss black wheels. What to use? Thanks. How you clean gloss black, sir?
All clean, rinseless wash, incredible suds, your choice. But it's the technique that becomes important and the tools that you use. So first of all, when you're doing a gloss black wheel, clean the face first. People automatically, the first thing they do is they dive in with the barrel brush. Clean the face first, then do your barrel brush. The reason for that, you'll have more grit in the barrels than you will on the face. So if you go in there with the barrel brush and you're pulling stuff out and leaving it on the face, then you're taking your wheel and body brush and doing the face. What are you doing with that grit? You're driving it into and scratching around. It's not the tools that you use that create the scratching. It is the what's left behind. It's what's in the wheel. So a foam rinse foam is very important. So or chemical rinse chemical, whether you're using rinseless, all clean, incredible suds, whatever, put it on there, let it dwell, let it break down the dirt, rinse it away to carry away the grit. Then from there, do your, reapply the lubricant or the, cleaner of your choice. Then brush the barrels first and start at the top of the barrel. So you start at the top and work your way down. So you're flushing that dirt down, tire wheel face first, then finish with the barrels. But when you're doing the barrels, start at the top, work your way down, and then rinse again. And then quick beads. Secret weapon for all wheels. Makes them easier to clean the next time.
Would you all be opposed if I answer this question real quick so everyone's aware?
Yep.
Hey, why is the Quiver Flume Cannon in stock on Amazon but not Thor? I do want to say this so everyone's aware. Our stock on Amazon and Thor are separate. We actually send pallets and containers to Amazon. We do not share stock. So if items are coming from Amazon proper, they have been bagged, tagged per Amazon requirements, have been shipped FBA. So what you're seeing on Amazon is the stuff that we ship to Amazon. The stuff in the store is sold out. We wait for more to come in. So just FYI, just so everyone's aware, shipping on Amazon does not impede shipping on Thor. There are two separate companies shipping it. Amazon.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of questions happening in some forms too, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, basically Amazon, you have two ways of working, FBA and FBV. So fulfilled by Amazon, fulfilled by vendor. In the case of Thor and what we're going to be doing as well, DIY Detail, we're finally getting our stuff on Amazon in a more organized fashion. It's fulfilled by Amazon. So when you order it, it's Amazon shipping it. There are some companies in the industry that do FBV or fulfilled by vendor. So when you order on Amazon, it's not Amazon shipping it to you, it's actually that company shipping it to you. And then, that means they're not having to send stuff to Amazon. In your case, in our case, we ship to Amazon and then they ship to you. But they're the ones warehousing it. So there are times when we'll have it in stock, Amazon won't, or there are times when Amazon will have it in stock and we won't.
Yeah, we're doing our best right now. Remember, we're literally 1 year old.
Yeah,
so we have two gals that we hired for our Amazon team. They're actually employees.
Good.
We're finalizing stuff, so now it's getting all the inventory over there, and then you'll find out Yum is on there right now and it's sprinkling in because as they get bagged in New Jersey, they get sent to Amazon. Kataba's on there, Cleanto's on there, DIY was sent, so it's DIY is going to be on there.
Yeah.
So everything is cooking. So Pan's on there, Quiver, etc.
Yeah, it takes time as well. Amazon is not a little thing that I'll just start selling on Amazon tomorrow. No, it doesn't happen that way. Yeah,
quite the challenge to overcome. We're getting there. Mike, Ivan, is the pad washer coming soon or has it died?
Hasn't died, but it's not coming soon either, unfortunately.
Well, I tell you what, Ivan, we went viral last year trying out that pad washer at SEMA, got everyone excited.
Yep. And then a company decided that they didn't like it, and they have very deep pockets, so they're very happy to put us in court for years if they wanted to.
Yep, it happens. It happens. Slava can DIY or any other rinseless wash cause problems if applied to the surface of a car and left outside for a day or a week to dry. My goodness.
I've done it for a couple days and not had any problems. It just washes away. So.
Well, I think you have to also understand what hit the car. So if you're having streaks problem happening, if rinseless is applied and rinseless stops, you get watermarks, which are like polymer marks. You just reactivate. If you have other stuff on there, what else hit it? Was it sprinkler?
Exactly.
Did it get hit by road?
Pollen, you name it.
Matthew, has DIY Detail ever considered creating a snow foam to attack mineral contaminants versus just the spray water spout removal?
Oh, that's acid. That's acid, huh?
Yeah, no. Because to me, the acid portion or the mineral, mineral cleansing is the last thing you should do in terms of decontamination, not the first.
There you go. Then on the subject of sponges, rinseless, etc., I do feel like my DIY rinseless sponges are starting to feel different. No functional issue, but they feel stiffer. What do you think happened?
No idea. But like we mentioned a little earlier, if you're using a polymer-based rinseless wash, get some surfactant-based rinseless wash or hybrid rinseless wash, or if you're continuing to use that polymer-based one, get some dish soap, massage it in, rinse it out. You'll see what comes out of it.
Wash with some Dawn Power Wash. I think that went a little circular on the Facebook groups a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Seemed to be a big hit. Any plans for the 3-inch DIY DA?
Heck no.
Ivan's first shirt just say DIY. Are you using so? Why are you using? Why DIY are you using so much product, Nick? I get it. Okay, it took me a second. Question for Eddie: have you tried Pinion Coffee?
What is? I'm looking. I have. If you know me, I have tried every coffee under the sun, even Kahlua, the one that the cat poops out. I tried elephant coffee. I've tried everything. So I've not tried this. I have not tried it.
But he'll report back tomorrow. No.
No, I can't. I got to buy it. It's from Mexico, I think. That's what it says here. No, Costa Rica, Colombia. Okay, cool. I have to give it a shot.
Nice. Edgar, any recommendations for paint protection, ceramic versus spray sealant for a car that lives 24/7 outside in a rainy country?
Definitely, you want a ceramic coating.
Ceramic.
Pick one, enjoy it, but get a ceramic coating. Ceramic sealants, spray sealants are good. They'll never be a ceramic coating.
Correct. Kevin primarily uses rinseless wash, is using Labo Prolidio alkaline during winter months and SoCal needed for the extra boost to remove traffic film, etc. after it's been raining a lot.
No. Hey, you're asking me the question,
clean.
not you guys.
You'll use all clean though, right? You wouldn't just raw dog it.
No, but I just use the rinseless as a pre-spray.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense.
No, we don't raw dog.
DIY V2 rinseless hits hard.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. DIY V2 rinseless. Me, Jamie, you, Ivan, hit the front of your car that was hit with oil bus stuff.
It melted.
When I see what that hole did to that car, and then you put the red thing in the sponge and you mix it with this.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
I think V2 DIY rinseless is like a big sleeper that no one kind of overlooks a little bit. It's pretty incredible.
It definitely cleans well.
Yeah. What does the DIY Detail Green liquid smell like?
It smells like a green liquid.
They are fishing hard, dude. The questions are getting more and more like, would he answer this or would he not?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Oh man, Ivan, what are your thoughts on a wheel and tire quick detailer?
I'm telling you right now, Ivan, if you ever shit on this, we're not friends anymore. Ivan, you are not friends. Ivan, do not.
Hold on, let me set the background.
I've never heard of tell me what a wheel and tire quick detailer is.
We have someone sent Eddie a blank bottle, and all it said is wheel and tire QD. And we tried it in a live stream about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was pretty incredible. Took the brown off the tire, we darkened it up, cleaned the wheel real nice. It's basically a waterless wash for wheel and tire. You know, not disaster wheel and tire, but a decently pretty dirty wheel and tire. Yeah. Did pretty good.
Our waterless wash works great for that.
There you go. Give it a try.
I'm going to do a test.
And it smells like blueberries.
And it smells like blueberry, and it's blue.
I'm going to do a test.
Wear gloves.
I don't wear gloves.
But we're talking about something like that being a complete kind of rinseless wash solution. You hit your, paint, your glass, and then you finish up the wheels and tires with the QD, it darkens the tire, put some shine on the wheels, whole package deal. So you're saying for yours, try it with the wireless wash, see what happens.
And we have a tire and wheel dressing that is in the works. So the same product goes on the tire as on the wheel.
There you go. That's pretty much what this was.
Yeah.
Nice. Can't wait for that then. Food. Catan. What's up? I see you add all clean to a foam cannon. Is there any advantage to add all clean to a rinseless?
No.
His rinseless, you don't need it.
Psychologically, there might be an advantage, but there's no advantage. And you'll have to rinse it off. So the surfactants in all clean need to be rinsed.
It would make it a not rinseless no more. I
Yeah.
see. That makes sense. Or, hey, remind us what type of wheels are going to be damaged by wheel acid. Which ones are safe?
Generally, factory wheels will be safe. A lot of aftermarket wheels can be damaged. And the Infinity Finish wheels, they were popular in the early 2000s. It looked like a dark anthracite color. If you sprayed wheel acid on them, they turned black.
Jeez.
Yeah. When we had our shop, we had many dealerships that would send us a car saying, can you guys fix these wheels? And the answer was, no, you're buying your customer a new set of wheels because you sprayed wheel acid on it.
Boom. David, Yvan, what's your favorite non-DIY chemical that you could not live without? I like that.
Renaissance.
Oh, snap. There we go. We won him over. Finally got him. What were you using before that, Yvan?
Just all free and clear detergent with a bit of vinegar. And we were in the R&D process to develop a microfiber wash. When I tried Renaissance, we stopped the R&D process.
There you go. Nice. One of our flagships for sure. DIY with Kane. Hello, Yvan. Are you presenting any workshops at SEMA?
No, but I'll be in the booth all the time. At MTE, I'm presenting 2 or 3. So, are you guys going to go to MTE this year?
Oh, we don't know. Last year was a banger.
Yeah, I ain't even thought about it. I'd say yes. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Type 1 mobile detailing. Are you planning on using Amazon for the majority of sales? Oh, that's for us.
I want to answer
this. It's just an extension.
I want to answer this.
Is it not?
No. I'm actually I have a lot on my plate for SEMA. So someone just messaged me and I have to make sure I respond in a timely manner. So I'm not nodding off. Sorry for the disrespect.
I'm trying to get through everyone's questions because we were supposed to wrap this up 20 minutes ago.
But I want to respect people's time for coming on during the day. So thank you all for
128 live. That's pretty awesome.
Let's answer the questions. Look at their questions answered.
Flint, will Amazon prices be different? I know they charge a lot. Yeah, they'll be different.
Yeah, so this year, just so everyone's know, we're gonna keep it the same. But the fees kill us. Remember, we have to buy the product from DIY and we have to buy from all these brands. So they eat half the margin. So we have to. You get Amazon for the free shipping and how fast they ship. So some of the price variance will happen and now happen in 2026.
David Boyce. Yvan, does V2 rinseless produce more foam? Any word on the PSB?
Produces about the same amount of foam as the Type 1, and the brush should be here in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yvan, are you doing Education Day at MTE this year?
Definitely. Like I said, I have 2 to 3 sessions, and I'm their emergency person in the sense that if someone's flight doesn't show up, they just point me at the room and say, talk about that. So
there we go. Mr. Keeve Slit, does Thor and DIY have some new products for SEMA?
Thor, we do.
We have a minimum of 2, maybe 3.
Let's go.
Thor, we have
a bunch of excitement at the
booth. And the Thor booth at SEMA, for having a preview, and I know you guys aren't talking about it, but it is going to be the happening place at SEMA this year. Trust me, you'll be spending a lot of time in the Thor booth. Plan at least a day for the Thor booth.
I would agree. Hopefully, I can put out like a little schedule for you guys because I'm making it an event.
Yes.
Mike Kaufman, trying to get you again, Yvan. months or years of protection for the green liquid.
Bro, the questions they ask
it depends how long you keep it in the bottle. If you're very protective of your chemicals, you can keep it for decades. But it depends what you want to do with it.
Can't blame a guy for trying. 8 days. Mark the calendars. Countdown is on, hopefully. Andrew, what's the safest way to remove snow off a coated vehicle?
Leaf blower.
Leaf blower. Yep, that's what I've seen. I have no idea because I don't deal with snow. Eddie, you deal with any snow?
Yeah, like a lot, dude. We get.
What you do with that snow? What you do?
We got like 90 or 130 inches last year.
What's the process? What do you do with 130
Pull the
inches?
car in the garage and let it melt.
You just defrost it.
Yeah. Or I take a snow blower. The problem is, if you have snow and it goes below 0, it turns into ice. And it's hard to get off. So heat takes it off. So just everyone, I just take a snowblower for the windshield, defrost my glass, let it ride. Or what I do is I pull it in, don't drive anywhere. Let it be.
David, any chance of Sponge Guru making Ivan's dream sponge on a stick? I don't think so.
No, that's what the perfectly safe brush is for.
Boom. Figured it out already. Jorge, Eddie, have you selected a winner from your Leale Live?
Yeah, already did. Long time and shipped.
You posted it on a YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
I think in the community section, Mr. Keys Lot. What do you think of the new Rupaz pad cleaner? What's that? Is that the blower thing?
So basically, it's a Velocity Vac, copy of the Velocity Vac from Tornador. So it's still using compressed air to clean your pad. So again, a great way of making your pads not last long.
You don't like air or pressure washer pads, right?
Yeah. No. Great way of destroying. Think of the aero bar. So think of Eddie's little aero bar there. If you were to blast air into those bubbles, what happens to the aero bar? It blasts apart because you're breaking all those nice little chocolatey, membranes between each bubble.
Talking about it. My mouth is watering.
How many cases do you want, Eddie?
No, I don't want.
We're going to Costco, so
they sell it at Costco. Dang, you guys are lucky.
Here's a good question. Keys a lot. Oh, I wanted you to answer. So how do you clean a pad? What's the correct way to not damage your polishing pad?
Pad washer and rinseless wash. The easiest, simplest way of doing it that requires almost no equipment is take rinseless wash, diluted 256-1, sprayed on the pad with just a regular trigger bottle, 2 or 3 sprays, massage it in, and then dunk the head of the polisher in a bucket and spin it out.
I've literally just had a bucket of rinseless and I just dropped the pad in, squeeze it a couple times, squeeze it, put it on the polisher, dry it, and I've had 0 problems. They come pretty darn clean. Mr. Keeves a lot. What will be the next detailing trend, Ivan? What do you foresee coming into 2026?
Trends in the if we're talking about social media, or are we talking products? So social media, the wheel washing trend is still going, the foaming trend is still happening. The iron remover, we haven't seen that one too much yet. So seeing someone, a car that's just plastered where they spray it on, it turns red instantly. I think that might be an up and coming thing for social media. That being said, for product wise, it's just products keep getting better. And that's a trend that I've seen. Every manufacturer worth their salt is definitely making products better. We're improving them. We're working on type 2s, type 3s, type 4s. So the goal is to make everything better. And the more competition we have, the better everyone is.
Yeah. So more competition in the detail space, pretty much.
Yeah, and people saying, well, what are, there's so many brands popping up today. There's not more brands today popping up than there was 20 years ago. It's just because of social media and because of, the way the world works with the internet and stuff, we're seeing all these brands. And, we're being inundated with brands. And a lot of people, unfortunately, it doesn't take much to start a brand. You call B&B Blending, you say, this is my label design. I want this chemical, and this chemical. There are other ways of starting a brand, which means you hire a chemist, you go through all the R&D, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That takes time, that takes investment, but literally anyone watching here can call B&B Blending and probably by next week have your brand up and running.
Yeah, it's I think the world, like you said, the internet has allowed us to all see everything at once.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
You know, there's no longer any borders when it comes to information.
Also, if you wanted to start, a company through B&B Blending, it's not a dig, but it is easier these days with social media. You can actually do that and be pretty successful. So,
Yeah. But you can also start with Thor blending too.
yep. Very beta. How's Wake Eater going? Haven't heard much on it since launch. Yeah, another beta brand. We didn't launch fast enough, in my
soft
opinion.
launch.
Wake Eater soft launch of this year, hard launch 2026. Get ready, Wake Eater's coming back. We ain't giving up on it. Convince Yvan to make iconic rinseless again. What's your name?
You need to give Nemesis V2 a try. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, iconic. Don't hold your breath, Ivan.
Iconic was wild. You know, I admit, Iconic is one of those things that super impressed. I was really impressed by it.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, this is gonna be a dumpster, but no, turned out to hit. And you didn't want to overhype it because it was going away, and the price was extraordinary. But
I haven't really loved that iconic. Hey, Sean, before using Restore and Protect on rubber trim, do you recommend using a panel prep or app? The rubber trim on windows starting to fade. What's the best way to apply? I did this a minute ago.
So if they're very bad, you'll actually use gold standard polish first, and then app or panel prep. Your choice, really.
Standard.
Yep. You want to abrade away.
Yep, I hit with a little gold standard.
Yeah, you want to abrade away the oxidation. And if you just lightly touch it with your pad, you might actually end up with a white mark that looks like hell. You need to persevere and polish a little more to break down and get that oxidation off the surface.
Pow. Details crew. Well, we'll be seeing all of you at SEMA. Yes, you
Excellent.
will. Probably should start promoting the booth number.
Nah.
Type 1 detailing with a big question, Ivan.
Type 1 detailing.
It's the green liquid in 16-ounce bottles.
The way Jamie read that, he was trying to set you up, bro.
You all know it's in a 16-ounce bottle, and it'll be available in gallons as well.
Oh, snap. 8 days away. Y'all get ready. And that's going to wrap up this Ask Me Anything, Ivan. This was a long one. Hour and a half. You get a bunch of questions, sir. So it's always a pleasure to have you on. Answer all the good people's questions.
Eddie, if there are any questions we didn't answer, put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them.
Answer this real quick, Ivan. No, not the same. They're made in two different. They're not even close to the same. We used Loki surfactant in Nemesis V2 with two other surfactants, and we actually made a true hybrid. Just so you're aware. All right.
There's actually different. They're different.
They're different.
100%. Different houses. Yeah. Ivan has a heck of a garage audit this Saturday with Mr. Josh Vanderwall himself. Be sure check it out. 4 p.m. CT. Where else are you gonna be, Ivan?
Well, I'm everywhere. But hitting the road tomorrow to head to Omaha to do batch filming. So like I mentioned before, if you put in the comments below or go on the Facebook group and suggest videos to us, that's always fun. We always need ideas, and we get our video ideas from your comments. Other than that, watch me on the House of Rags. Watch Nick as well. Nick at Night on Sundays. And we're always Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on YouTube.
There you go. Special DIY kits available at Hasbros.com right now. Go check them out. Get you a year 5 at a good price. Eddie, got anything way out?
No. If you haven't yet, watch Jamie's video coming out T2. Well, he doesn't have one. Watch mine. It came out T2 slaps. DIY month at the House of Rags. Let's get rolling.
I do have one, sir. They deleted my app. I
had taught us all over the years. We're out.
Woo!